Let's look at some street flourishes for the classic Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu finishes from this position. Once again, we got to be careful of the surface we're on, worried about what environment we are, how many people are around, things like that. I'm going to show you an alternative arm lock that was taught at the Bearing Academy years and years ago, so it's pretty standard Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, though it's not taught in that many schools under this situation. And then we're going to look at a more street-oriented version of the classic arm lock. So, once again, I turned the tables on him, I was able to get top position, and I'm going to use the technical way to get out of here. Now, in this position, sometimes I want to put some pain on him, I want to injure his arm, but I don't necessarily want to fall down to the cross arm lock position. So I don't necessarily have to. I can finish the lock from here. All right, so that's a classic Bearing Jiu-Jitsu approach where you don't want to lay down. So after I frame off, I want to stay in this half standing position. So I just trap his hand behind my shoulder here, I push on his head here, and I trap his arm from coming out this way by wrapping around, and then I can grab my own elbow to give lots of pressure here. This is a nice, simple arm crush, and I have more mobility to look around here. I could, cause the guy pain while I'm doing this to say, okay, where is everybody? That's a good alternative that comes right out of the classic frame-off position as long as you keep his arm trapped behind your head, and I don't have to lay down for the cross arm lock, which is a stronger arm lock, but puts you in a more vulnerable position if you're worried about somebody interfering in the fight. All right, let's look at the classic cross arm lock Juji-Gatame finish from the headlock release. So he's got me in the headlock here. We talked about the most technical, proper way to release this. We've got an alternative lock here if I don't want to go to the ground, but many times that arm's going to come off and we're back in our classic position. This is good. You just have to be aware of what's behind you, what's around you if you're going to lay back to the cross arm lock. Keep your weight on the foot, on his head, and remember to push your hips in. This makes his arm weak. This is important. A lot of people hunch like this. As he fights to get his arms together, he's starting to get stronger because his muscles are coming together like this.